Hello again, YouTube. You guessed it, we're in for another installment of the topics that Pinkers gave me to talk about. This one, she asked me about my views on the 2008 election. I am kind of ashamed to say that I haven't been following it as closely as I probably should be. Um, Mostly I'm kind of waiting to see, you know, what nominations come up and who is actually running against who, um, and such. I I really don't like our current political system at all. The whole two-party system and all that fun stuff. Um, and I kind of feel that if there are going to be two major parties, that one of them should be libertarian. Um, there's been more and more growing support for the Libertarian Party and their ideas, and in general, most intelligent people will agree that that's really the way to do things. Um, you know, most of my moral and ethical and political beliefs end up lying in, a very libertarian mindset. Um, so anyway, this upcoming election, um, I, like I said, I'm kind of waiting to see who's where, and, while I'm hearing what other people say about the primaries and all that, I really am not too actively paying attention to them because I guess because I just don't have that much to do with them. I don't have anything um, that I can contribute to them, and most of the more interesting stuff comes out usually once there's two definite candidates anyway, and it's just those two running against each other. Which is unfortunate, I think. I think it should just be all of the possible candidates all on one big ballot, and you just vote for who you want to. Um, and I wish it was that way, and if it were that way, I would pay more attention. But because it isn't that way, I kind of feel like there isn't that much of a point. Um, you know. So anyway, so unfortunately, because of the likely options, it seems like I'm just going to end up voting Democrat because I don't want to see another Bush. However, if the Republicans did pull out a reasonable candidate, someone who actually, held some more moderate beliefs and such, um, like Ron Paul is a good example, who actually, in general, is a libertarian, but is running for the Republican campaign. And, if he ended up being the Republican candidate, then, I would actually start to consider voting Republican. Him or someone like him who, has a better hold on things than most of the Republicans seem to. Someone intelligent who I felt could lead the country in a good direction. Anyway, like I said, it seems more likely that the Republicans will end up picking another Bush, another, very conservative person, and I'm not a conservative person. I'm liberal. If you want to make it the two extremes of conservative versus liberal, I'm liberal. So for the most part, it seems likely that I'll end up voting Democrat no matter which slob they end up choosing. Um, Even Hillary. Um, I've heard good things and bad, but anyway, it looks like, I guess, Obama is in the lead now, and everything I've seen of him seems good, and everything I've heard about him seems good, so, maybe that'll work out. I guess we'll kind of see. So, I am going to um, finish this video because, as I said, I don't have that much to talk about on the subject. Maybe I'll have more to talk about once the elections are drawing closer, and it's down to whoever is an actual candidate. So, yeah, I'll go check on doing another video and stuff. Bye.